Scorpio, how are you, darlings? I am Alex Angel, and I am here to bring you your general tarot and oracle card reading. Please check the description box because I have a special announcement related to my reading schedule. Anyway, this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anywhere else within your chart that you have Scorpio. Me, myself, I have Scorpio in the Sun position and also Scorpio in the Venus position. And I also think that Mars is in Scorpio as well. So I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. If this reading does resonate, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell button. Always remember that readings are fluid, energy is fluid. Although the video is being published in May 2020, it is timeless and will resonate at any given moment in time. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see that. I always do the readings here and then move the cards over. I think from a psychological standpoint, I just need to do that. I'm reading, of course, with my Arcanum deck, my beautiful Arcanum deck. That's your current energy, and I will either clarify with Rider-Waite or give guidance with Rider-Waite, offer additional information about people who you're dealing with Rider-Waite. And then when I'm done with both of these, with this spread, I'm going to pull 3 of my Healing with the Angels cards. I haven't used those cards in a minute, and I absolutely freaking love those cards. All right, Scorpio. Whoa. You see that? You see that card just shot out? Like, look, bitch. Hold on. Right? I'm going to put those 2 here in that position. It's like, look. Don't be playing. Oh, my sweet, sweet, sweet Scorpios. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Let me put it like this so you can see both. It's like, oh, well, if she didn't pull that card, then this card wouldn't be at the end. I don't know if that's your energy. I'm not going to try and call it. Oh, okay, there it is. That makes sense. Ew, Queen of Wands. That's your energy too, Scorpio. Even though it's fire sign energy. All right, my lovely Scorpios. What the heck do you guys have going on? We got stagnation, contemplation. I feel like you guys are in the lab, right? Y'all are in the lab and y'all are trying to figure out what's the next move. And then y'all gonna come out that bitch. Y'all gonna come out with some inspiration and some enthusiasm. And y'all coming out with your power and your fury. And y'all gonna put some shit out there and get some shit back. And this thing, right? Look, this thing. This monkey wrench, right? The Lover's card. You know something what just came to me, and I love this, and I love this for you guys. It's almost like you guys have a love affair with the world. You know, Scorpios may have, like, they may want one singular person to love, but I'm sorry, Scorpios are vast creatures, okay? Our range is ridiculous. We may love gambling to cooking with Martha Stewart, to stock markets, to politics, to Real Housewives of whatever, or love and hip hop. You know what I mean? Our range is so broad that it's hard to find a singular finite thing, right? Not only that, but because we rule the transformation part of the chart. However we are, we don't stay there. Right? We hate change, right? Especially change that we can't control. We hate that. But the change that we can control, we are constantly changing. We are constantly rising from the flames as that phoenix. Okay? So I say all of that to say, Scorpios, you have to, I feel like, morph or change your energy away from one finite singular person. For some of you, you know, kind of the less evolved, you know, kind of typical average Scorpios, it makes sense that you would maybe have one person, wanting that soulmate, divine partner. That's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But like for the more higher, evolved and higher octave type Scorpios, it's almost like the world is your love affair, right? The world is your love affair. And I think, look at that. I absolutely think, because there's a victory card here, and then the victory card came out there, right? And then behind that is also the Knight of Swords, and I'll stop there, or the Knight of Wands, and I'll stop there, right? So it's almost like at times you tend to count yourself out. Why can't I find this one? Why can't I find that one? In my current relationship, why does my mate treat me like this? Why don't they see who I really am? Why don't they see the value of who I am? They keep wanting me to be A, B, C, D. That's because you guys are so freaking dynamic. Okay? You're so freaking dynamic that, you're constantly moving, constantly shifting, and constantly changing. And I have to laugh my ass off because, this is a very sexual, phallic card for me. It's almost like you can't help it because you're so damn sexy. You can't help it because people want you and people are always coming after you. That too, with the Five of Pentacles, almost feels like, oh, you just want me for my body and not my mind, right? But unfortunately, Scorpio, people are always going to want something from you that they are always going to want something from you that you want to control, kind of what they want. Does that make sense? It's almost like you want them to want you completely, but unfortunately, they are not as complete as you. So they can only want you to, in certain cases, for one thing, because that's who they are, one thing. They're one track minded, right? And this is the passionate card. This is the passionate energy. So under, you may be feeling devalued, right? Or, down on your luck, or like an outsider, or like people are not seeing your worth, right? It's hard for a poor person to appraise something that is of value that's outside of their realm, right? It's hard for me to value you when I'm not even on your level, right? How can I help you count millions when the highest I ever got up to is 1,000, right? I'll leave it right there, and I'm also going to pause, okay? Because I'm going to look at the rest of these cards. And that's my chair squeaking. This is a lot of lower energy, Scorpio, by the way. It's low for you, by the way. It's low for you, right? Even though, angels just said to me, this is you. That's why this card is sitting here, because it's almost like this is you kind of intentionally flying below the radar, believe it or not. Now go ahead and say to me, Alex, how the hell did you get that from these cards? The Hermit, right? This is the guy who goes off on his own and he keeps to himself, right? Now he keeps to himself. He's disengaging, right? He's pulling all of his value off the table, right? So however he contributes to everybody else and offers everybody else solace and light and reward and good cheer and encouragement and all of those things, he pulling them shits right off the table, right? He has cut his communication down to almost nothing, okay? And unfortunately, it's leaving a lot of people heartbroken. It's leaving a bunch of people heartbroken. And, this queen right here, look at this shit. Look at this monkey shit right here. She has options. She can have whatever she wants, right? You got the Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Swords here, right? She can have what she wants. She has options. I feel like you are kind of focusing on love, but you're not really sure what love it is that you want to focus on because, again, your range is so freaking ridiculous, right? You have the Five of Pentacles here twice, right? So that says to me, Scorpio, that this is almost like you checking yourself, right? It's almost like you checking yourself and making sure. Angels said to me, the reason why we see it here twice is because it's almost like you are aligning, right? It's almost like, okay, if I have 5 pentacles, am I attracting people who have 5 pentacles? if I have 5 pentacles, the people who I'm attracting, do they recognize my 5 pentacles? So this is kind of like a mirroring effect to check yourself. And look, right up under this 5 of pentacles is the 6 of wands, just like right under this 5 of pentacles is the damn 6 of wands. Can you believe that? So that basically says that when everything is said and done, right, you're going to pass inspection, right? You're going off on your own. You're pulling away from everybody and you're going within to inspect within. What am I really bringing to the table? Who am I really? Right? And not only that, but what I am bringing to the table based on who I am I getting that in return? Right? And here's the muckery. Here's the muckery, right? Because this says right out the gate, right? This is the card of reciprocity and also charity. This says right out the gate that, yeah, I'm giving and I should be receiving, but I'm not even receiving what I'm getting. I'm getting like bare minimum. That's like if I call you, you text me back, right? It's like mismatch energy, right? And it's like, I want love and I'm giving love, but all I'm getting back is freaking heartache and issue and fucking political shit and, people being, love being so damn political instead of it just being about love and relating and things of that nature is now like, oh, well, I called you last night. You didn't call me back. Or, I called you 3 times and you didn't even call me that much. Well, I'm not going to be the only person in this relationship doing all the work. I need for you to do something too, right? There is a strong feeling of give and take here. And you're seeing and understanding and recognizing the imbalance, right? I wished that this was just an imbalance in your relationship, right? Because that's easy to fix. But Scorpio, this is an imbalance in your whole freaking life, right? And I just kind of feel like every now and then, also too, people have to suffer. People have to go without you, right? You got to pull away and just be like, fuck it. It is what it is, right? We know that Scorpios love their solitude. We know that Scorpios need time to pull away so we can kind of go into our cocoons and go into that incubator and transform into from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? And when we come out, when we emerge, we're very freaking successful. It's like, all right, now go ahead and hit the play button. We can resume with this party. Okay. I'm also looking at your cards one more time before pulling out the Healing with the Angels card. These 2 cards here, and this is weird because I've never really seen this in this fashion, like the same pairing together. Again, mirroring, right? Once you come out of this shit, Scorpio, it's like game on, bitches. Because you're coming out of this knowing what you want, right? Now, Scorpios, believe it or not, Scorpios are ridiculously aggressive, but equally so, they are ridiculously passive, especially when it comes to love. Okay? When it comes to love, Scorpios usually will take the back seat. They'll let somebody take the lead. Now, when it comes to sex, we showing up. It's like, look, first, present, here, whatever. Right? But when it comes to love and matters of the heart, we are very, very, very passive. Right? But I feel like because of all of this, because like this back seat that you're taking, you coming out the gate with full fury also in matters of the heart as well. It's like, look, fuck this. I don't have time. I got to go. I got to find me some love. Instead of waiting, say, for instance, for somebody to choose you, Scorpio, I feel like, you're sitting someplace, what is it? Making your list and checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty or nice. Because Scorpio, bitch, is coming to town. I tell you guys, I'm having fun with these readings today. But realistically, it's almost like, yeah, look, the Emperor, that's an Aries. That is aggressive energy. Okay, that is powerful, aggressive energy. And you got the Ace of Wands, right? You know what you're working with. You know what you're dealing with. You know what your power is. You know how this universe works. You know it's a give and receive, a send and receive. It's all transactions are dual, right? Send, receive. up, down, left, right, cold, hot, black, white. It's a duality, right? And there you go. Love is no different. Love is a duality as well. But what's unfortunate, this could represent you also too, Scorpio, in that when you meet people, I'm getting an aha moment coming up. But it's almost like when you meet people, you want them to be all fixed, perfect, and nice, and prepped, and ready for you, right? But the truth of the matter is, especially in your love situations, some of you are broken, right? Some of you are still needing healing. Some of you, are still recovering from broken hearts. And here we go. Some of you are actually bringing this to the table. So you want, like I said, your lover to be all fine and sexy and primmed and propped and all of that stuff. But who are you? What are you bringing to the table, Scorpio? Okay? Because I can tell you right here, you're bringing a broken heart. I can tell you you're bringing a broken heart. But don't tell that to Scorpio, right? Because y'all fake the funk like nobody else, right? Not only that, but that's the most powerful thing about a Scorpio is that you can come to the table with a broken fucking heart and have the greatest relationship of your life. That's the shit I don't understand about damn Scorpios. Because y'all can be wounded, right? Y'all can be wounded and still fucking succeed better and greater than anybody else who's fine, who's 100% fine. That's some crazy shit, Scorpio. But again, that's the power of a Scorpio. It is what it is. A Scorpio can be down and out, but they still gonna fucking get the W. They still gonna succeed. They're still gonna get over something. Not only that, but people are gonna want my broken-hearted ass. I'm sorry. People are gonna want my broken-hearted ass, and they're gonna be wanting to love me and be close to me, and like, hey girl, how you doing? What your name is? Right? And I'm always gonna have options. Sorry, it is what it is. It's the double edge of a Scorpio, okay? All right. Let's see what Healing with the Angels has for you guys. Yeah, angels are also saying too, they don't want me to kind of just neglect the fact that that could also be a third party situation. But, forgive me, but I think Scorpios are the kings and queens of third party situations. A lot of the time people are like, oh, you with your side dude or your side chick. Not for a Scorpio. Scorpio quickly transforms into the main person, and the spouse or wife or husband, they become the side person. And again, I'm not condoning cheating, but it is what it is. We are talking about Scorpio, not Pisces, not Leo, not motherfucking Virgo. Okay, we talking about Scorpio. All right, let's see what God, angels of the universe has in store for you guys. Archangel Michael, golly. You got Archangel Michael and the Emperor in this reading. Archangel Michael helps us with our fears. Okay? So I feel like I'm uncovering side energy about you, Scorpio, in that maybe the reason why you're pulling your energy off and pulling your energy away from people is so you can tend to yourself and tend to your fears, especially with what's going on with the coronavirus and everything that's going on with the world in the world. It absolutely is a scary time. Now I'm getting all kinds of damn downloads, so forgive me if I speak too quickly. Archangel Michael also is saying to you too, I'm fighting on your behalf, right? Especially with this coronavirus. But also at the same time, Scorpios, you guys tend to pair up with Archangel Michael and embody his energy. So I feel like for a lot of you, you do need to call on his energy, especially to help with the coronavirus, help with whatever else is going on in your life, or any other kinds of injustices in the world. Also, my Archangel Michael is looking over your heart and protecting your heart. We know you guys have taken a beating. Unfortunately, I think that's what being a Scorpio is just having a freaking broken heart at times, right? But the reason, again, why you guys can go on, and the reason why you can endure, and the reason why you kind of quote unquote always snap back is because you embody this energy in that I don't give a shit what's going on. I'm going to endure. I'm going to keep going. This is a Martian and the Mars energy, which Scorpios are ruled by as well. You guys just have this ridiculous freaking wherewithal or this resilience. There it is. This resilience about you that won't let you quit, right? You shy away from matters of the heart. You get hurt easily, okay? And when you get hurt, it feels like absolute death. But nobody on this planet bounces back from heartache better or like a Scorpio, okay? So that's why, again, you can go into all kinds of everyday situations with a broken heart and succeed better than people who don't have a broken heart. Children. This to me is where a lot of you may get your regenerative energy from, is being around children, being around innocence, because I do feel like at the core of who you are is this pure, innocent place that so many people don't know about, right? And I feel like, now say for instance, we're talking about, if at the beginning I was like, oh, I feel like you guys are flying below the radar, it's almost like these cards are now talking about what it is that you are doing under that radar. So for any cross watchers, if your Scorpio kind of just went MIA, right? They just kind of freaking just disappeared. They in the lab, okay? They're in the lab. They're tending to themselves. They're taking care of themselves. They're taking care of their broken heart. Yes, there may be minimal communication, but they're going to come out of this shit stronger, bigger, better, faster than ever, okay? If you are a cross watcher, then you should know by now that Scorpios need their time. They need their space so they can regenerate their energy. Truth and integrity. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't feel like there's any more sign that's more honest and more raw than a Scorpio. Okay. And I also kind of feel angels are saying to me, they have to get back to the basics. They are probably one of the most authentic signs on the planet. Okay. So this time away from you, this time to read this regenerative time, they need to go within and find out and kind of reminisce and remind themselves who they are. Because the other thing about Archangel Michael especially is his name means he who is like God, right? And this is my God card, the Emperor, okay? And Scorpios create and co-create like God, just like women do as we have babies, right? Scorpios can go in and change nothing into something, or something into nothing, or nothing into nothing. Like, their energy is so freaking powerful that they just need those times of, disconnecting, pulling the freaking plug out, resetting, and refreshing the charge. Okay? So again, if you're cross watching, leave your Scorpio alone. They will reemerge whenever the fuck they want. Just leave them alone. Do not, the worst thing you can ever do is mess with a Scorpio in their quiet space. Okay? And again, I need to reiterate for those Scorpios who are watching the video, you come out victorious, okay? Now, this doesn't mean specifically that you win the day or you win the guy or you win the girl. It could, but I don't think it does. It just means that you successfully complete this cycle and you come back, again, bigger, better, stronger, faster. Ready to go. Fuck a corona. We not dealing with that. I got Archangel Michael on my shoulder. We coming out and we gonna fix some shit. Hell, be on the lookout for the person who comes up with the vaccine, or the person who kind of gets us back into the norm of everyday life, because that person may be a Scorpio. All right, my lovelies, I hope this helps. Please take care of yourselves. If the video does resonate, as always, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.